What's up, guys? I'm Caden with Crypto Now or Never, and today I'm back with a very important Cocoro update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so as you guys can see, Cocoro has actually had a very nice bounce over the last couple days. And you can see that we're back above a $10 million market cap. We're at 11.7 million. And as a lot of you guys know, Cocoro was in the 9s for quite a while, and it was in the 9s in my last video. But you can see as of right now, this double bottom appears to be holding. That's the exact kind of thing that we're looking for. Now, I am going to continue covering Cocoro in this video. However, it is very important that I do talk about this recent project that's blowing up. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I'm going to cover it a little bit because there are a lot of Cocoro holders who are very worried. And I'm going to give you guys my honest thoughts on the project. But anyways, again, Cocoro is currently trading at an $11.7 million market cap. If you come over here and you look at CoinMarketCap, you can see that Cocoro has 1.67 million in volume. And this is actually very good volume. It's 14.28% of the market cap. And you have to understand, it's a lot harder for a project like Cocoro to get a lot of volume because it's not listed on a bunch of major exchanges. Pretty much all of the volume is coming from Uniswap and LBank. Now, if we come over and we have a look at the Cocoro X account, you can see they're almost at 3,000 followers again. But I would just like to point out that this project is continuing to grind every single day, which is something that is always going to impress me when projects do that. And honestly, as I was alluding to earlier, these are the times more than ever that you have to stay strong as a project. Because even if you might not have true competition, a lot of people do believe that you have competition right now. And I'm just going to go ahead and get into that right now. So if you guys have been paying attention to the meme coin market at all, there's a project that's been exploding recently called Manu. And basically the reason that a lot of people are worried in the Cocoro community is because you can see that it's a black and white Shiba Inu. And you can see when you look at the chart, it's clearly been doing extremely well. And this project launched on July 1st. And it's currently July 7th. And the most recent 1 hour candle just reached a $29.2 million market cap. So obviously that's going to raise a lot of questions for the Cocoro community because a black and white Shiba Inu is going parabolic. But what I want to point out is this is the exact same playbook that we see with so many different projects. And understand, I'm not here trying to tear this project down. If you guys have made money off this project or if you like this project, then continue to hold it. I'm just making this video simply for Cocoro holders because I know a lot of people are worried. If you guys have been watching my content for a long time, I did the exact same thing with Hoppy and Mystery. And basically what I did with Mystery was I came over here to Etherscan and I was pointing out a bunch of the wallets. And what you'll notice about the Manu wallets is that there are a lot of wallets who got in extremely early. And when I'm talking about extremely early, I'm talking about this right here. They bought $40 worth and their $40 is currently worth $220,000. You move on to the next wallet. You can see right here, this wallet bought $201 and it's worth $227,000. You go on to the next wallet. You can see this wallet right here, $271 worth and it's worth $227,000. You move on to the next wallet and you can see this right here. They bought $309 worth and it's worth $227,000. You go on to the next wallet. You can see right here, they bought $447 worth and it's worth $227,000. You go on to the next wallet and you can see right here, they bought $879 and it's worth $228,000. And these are just a few of the wallets. If you continue searching, there are so many more. And again, my point to this is not to say that there's no way that Manu continues doing well. That's not what I'm saying. In fact, I think Manu will do extremely well until these wallets start to sell. But it's the same playbook that we see with all of these other projects that have gone through the same thing. We saw the same thing with Mystery when it was trying to steal Hoppy's hype. And we saw Mystery have this initial pullback and then it went parabolic and ran to around a $30 million market cap. What has happened ever since? It's just been bleeding out. We saw the exact same thing happen with Watt. It had the initial explosion to around a $30 million market cap and then it's just been bleeding ever since. We saw the exact same thing with Hannah. It ran to around a $30 million market cap and it's been bleeding ever since. You come over to Manu and you'll notice again it topped out at a $29.2 million market cap. Now, am I saying that it can't go higher? No, I'm not. But this is the level that a lot of the time these projects top out at. Just understand that. I'm not sitting here trying to tear this project down, but if you guys are invested in Cocoro, I personally don't see any reason to be worried. This is not one of these supply controlled projects that's just going to get nuked overnight. Now, obviously, there are always going to be pullbacks. There's always going to be times where there's sell-offs. I'm not saying that Cocoro is never going to get sold off, but the odds of it basically just having one of these rug pulls is very, very unlikely, and it's probably not going to happen. There would have to be a major negative catalyst for that to happen. So for me personally, I am very bullish on Cocoro still. I'm not personally worried about Cocoro's competition at all. In fact, I don't even think it's competition. Yes, it is a black and white Shiba Inu, but it's not even the same narrative. Cocoro is Cocoro because it is the third dog in the Doge lineage. We saw Dogecoin and we saw Nero, and both of them went parabolic and ran over $1 billion market cap. Cocoro is the third dog right now, and it's being shilled almost every single day by HTX as well. In my personal opinion, it's just a matter of time before we see Cocoro do very well. This is one of the strongest communities that I've ever seen. And I understand there are some people in the community who are a little bit shaky because of the other project. But as you guys know, a few green candles changes everything. If we see Cocoro get listed on HTX and it explodes, then everyone will come right back. But that's about it for the update today. Just understand what you guys actually hold. I'm not making this video to tear down any other project. I'm just simply informing you guys. But if you guys are interested in Cocoro and you guys are interested in getting into projects super early, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord. As a lot of you guys know, we've been making huge gains in here this entire bull run. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments your guys' opinion on Cocoro. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.